Hello there, and welcome back to the NFL Mock Draft Series with BBA Sports. Today is the Minnesota Vikings, and let's get into it. So, for their mock draft, I gave them a B plus overall. They have a first, a second, two thirds, a fifth, a sixth, and three sevenths. So, for their first overall pick, they selected 18th overall Emmanuel McNeil Warren, a safety. Warren is an amazing safety prospect. He would go perfect in the Brian Flores defense. He just needs a little help in the pass defense as he continues to grow into that part of his game, especially after losing one of their star safety this past year in free agency. Adding Warren is going to be great for the Vikings defense. They lost a lot of players on the defensive side of the ball this year, so that's definitely something we'll be focusing on. Especially, I'm very intrigued with them firing their general manager and the head coaches heading up exactly who they're wanting for their team. So, their second round pick comes 49th overall, and that's Caleb Banks, defensive tackle. He is a player with great size and my personal favorite defensive tackle prospect in this year's class. After losing two defensive linemen in free agency, adding Caleb Banks is going to be very helpful moving forward. Their next pick comes from the third round, 82 overall. Mike Washington Jr., running back. They brought back Aaron Jones this year on a restructured deal. But adding Mike Washington Jr. is going to be, excuse me, is going to be a hopeful necessity as they continue to move forward into a hopeful, uh, good rushing game because Aaron Jones is not a bad player, but he is definitely getting older and has reached that age of well, we don't know if he's going to be even good the next following year versus adding some young legs and Mike Washington Jr. as the next best running back in the class. Mike Washington is going to be very helpful for the team because you have JJ McCarthy, you have Kyler Murray as the two main quarterbacks that will be competing. They also, let's see, they also have Carson Wentz as a good backup quarterback. They definitely, with Mike Washington Jr. Providing a good rushing safety duo between Aaron Jones and Mike Washington is going to be very helpful for whichever quarterback is going to take over the starting job. Their next pick comes also from the third round, Jalen Farmer, offensive guard. And here's the thing about Jalen Farmer. I love Jalen Farmer, especially in the third round, and here's why. If you want to run the ball, run behind Farmer. If you want to pass the ball, stay behind Farmer. If he is this type of guy, and he's going to be a great addition to this team. Or should I say, a fine addition to the offensive line collection. Just a Star Wars joke. But anyways, as we continue on, the fifth round pick, 163rd overall, Zane Durant, defensive tackle, as is a fast interior player that lacks the size, but has a really, really good motor to him. And I really think that Flores would like him as a interior defensive line to pair with Caleb Banks for this future, because he definitely likes to have a lot of pass rush because Brian Flores, as we've seen both of his time in Miami and his time with the Vikings, is a really good defensive coordinator and defensive scheme minded. And having these two guys on the front and Emmanuel McNeil Warren is going to be very helpful as they restock this defense. As they restock this defense. Their next pick comes from the sixth round, 196th overall, Aaron Anderson, wide receiver. He is a small but incredibly speedy wide receiver. He's definitely a play specific wide receiver at first, but if he's able to improve his route running to become more than just a speed specific guy, and that's the problem with a lot of these speed specific guys. They're very fast and they rely on that speed and not necessarily focus on their other aspects of their game. Versus if he's able to improve this other aspect of the game, he might not just become a quality backup, but even maybe a shaky starter in the future. Their next pick is from the seventh round, Vincent Anthony Jr., another an edge player. He definitely gets to the quarterback. That's not the question. And he definitely makes plays. He is also a very consistent player, but he, in my opinion, is not going to be anything more than a backup edge player for the Minnesota Vikings. And that's still good. Having a good quality backup defensive lineman that you get in the seventh round is going to be very, very helpful. Their next seventh round pick, 235th overall, is Cole Wisnowski, safety. He has size and had a really promising year at Texas Tech this past year. But the reason why he's so low, especially on my personal draft board, and it seems to be a lot of others as well, had a really bad injury in 2024 that made him miss all of last year as training camp and all of the games. But if he can stay healthy, he'll be a good, solid player for the Minnesota Vikings. Their last pick comes to the seventh round, 244th overall. Renee Conga, defensive tackle. This is another player that has size but has lacked production in his time at the college NFL. Not the college NFL. Oh my goodness. At the college level. If Brian Flores and his coaching staff is able to bring some of that play technique into Renee Conga and he's able to grow into a good quality backup defensive tackle, I'd be very excited because that will definitely restock the defensive line, restock the safety position, retool some of that different areas around the offense that needed a little bit of help to go with Justin Jefferson, to go with whichever quarterback's going to be starting. They have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, they have TJ Hawkinson. They have a really good starting offense, and they just need to retool some of the stuff. And they definitely need to retool the defense and add more talent to it because they had a lot leave in free agency. I'm really excited for the Minnesota Vikings. This was their draft results. 3 dependable starters, 3 shaky starters, and 3 quality backups. That is one heck of a draft. Thank you for all for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video below. If you'd like to watch more, I've got all the rest of my videos on the NFL mock draft series in the description below. Thank you for watching. This was BBA Sports. Peace.